so much for joining us here on Idaho Today. We are super excited because we have a local DIYer. His name is Mazhukhin. And get this, he earned the moniker Mr. Build It through his own YouTube channel. He inspired people by sharing his own experiences and encouraging us to tackle projects of our very own. Alex has become a trusted expert with, get this, over 800,000 subscribers. So we are super excited to have him right here in studio with us so we can all successfully tackle some upcoming projects, all thanks to your guidance. Hi, great to have you. So I think you have a really inspirational story because you started out here in the Treasure Valley as an employee of St. Luke's, right?
Correct.
And then you started your own YouTube channel in a medium that's very different than healthcare. So tell us about that journey. What inspired you to start this?
Yeah, it's not the greatest story for parents to hear, going from a hospital to going to YouTube. But yeah, I used to be a respiratory therapist at St. Luke's. And about 11 years ago, my wife and I got married. And just like any newlywed couple, you spend the little money that you have to get your first home.
Absolutely.
And there's no money left for remodels. And we wanted to make the home the place that we rest and raise our family. So I decided to jump on all of these Instagram accounts of learning how to build cabinets and what takes taking down a wall. And as we did that, 7 years later, the channel grew to a little shy of 1 million subscribers, and millions of views later, we got approached, and it's now on the at-home on the Family Handyman channel.
That's awesome. Okay, that's super exciting. And so where did you, at what point when you started to go down that path, if you will, of going, okay, so how do I put a cabinet into this space, or do, take down and put up drywall? At what point did you realize, hey, I think I might have a knack for this and I can help others too?
Interesting. I think one knack I learned is the concept of courage and sweat. I think most people, especially younger people, they hide behind this cloak of perfection, and so they're afraid to try. So that's the courage. And the sweat, there's always going to be problems. So I think the quicker you learn the sweat part of, there's going to be problems, there's going to be frustrations, but if I can learn those two, and I think I learned that really quick. So it almost kind of gave me this false sense of confidence.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say false sense. I think that is actually a beautiful kind of metaphor, if you will, or just, I don't know, like a nugget to not only apply to DIY, but life in general, right?
Absolutely.
It is all about not being afraid to have imperfection and then just realizing and giving yourself permission to learn.
Absolutely, and knowing that after that mistake, you're only going to be better at it, so.
That's such a great point. Oh my, this is very deep.
Yeah.
This is more than DIY, Alex. This is excellent. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your channel. What is it called, and what can people see on it? Yeah,
so the channel's called Mr. Build It.
Okay.
And on the At Home with Family Handyman, we've took so many very popular projects, stuff from redoing an entire kitchen with islands and granite and all that stuff, to maybe you want to put a sauna. Sauna is very popular right now. We built a sauna in a shed.
Yes, please.
Yeah, if you have one of those ugly corner fireplaces nobody likes, we could show you how to make it look so much more appealing that now my wife doesn't want to get rid of it.
Oh, really?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, that's a big thing to achieve. And I want to mention, too, that, people as they're purchasing new homes, it's a challenging market, so some individuals may not be able to get a new build, and they're getting something that's older that does need this type of application of, updating, or maybe they're trying to sell their older home, and it's hard to come by contractors still, right? That's a bit of a struggle. Not to mention the cost is incredibly high. So what a brilliant idea to do the sweat equity, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And learn how to do this properly and do this yourself. So how many videos do you have on there?
Over 200,000 videos now.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's been a long.
You have a lot of advice.
It's been a long time coming, for sure.
Yes. What's your favorite project that you've done to date?
You know what? I have this, one of my favorite projects to date is I built my daughter a princess pink bunk bed with a princess tower and a light up starry night and a reading nook in there. And she's Harper, she's 3, and seeing her reaction when she says, "You're building a bed for me," it melted my heart.
And that's a memory she's going to cherish forever.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to stick in her mind, and the day she gets married, she'll still remember that.
And she has a YouTube video to look at, too.
Seriously, yes, and it exists on the internet as well. That's amazing. Dad of the year right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, those kid beds, those are pricey as well. So why not do something where there's some love instilled in it too.
Absolutely.
I love that. Okay, all right. So where can people go so they can watch this? Where do they find you?
So it's on the At Home with Family Handyman.
Okay.
It's, or you can go to familyhandyman.com/TV. And after you binge watch all of those episodes, check out the YouTube channel, Mr. Build It, where right now we're going through a series where we're remodeling an abandoned house.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
It's ugly.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you're remodeling the entire thing.
It's a 60-year-old ugly house, and I lost a lot of hair through it.
Oh my goodness. All right, so how long have you been working on it so far?
3 months, so it's very fresh.
All right. Oh, dang.
Yes.
So we're at the very beginning of the story.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. What's the first thing you're tackling on it?
Well, episode 2, we had to raise the garage 12 inches. So,
Did you really?
Yeah. So.
How did you do that?
Well, the way the Egyptians moved the pyramids, you know,
Oh my
one
goodness.
stick at a time.
I love that. Fantastic. Okay, again, where do they find it?
familyhandyman.com/TV or on the Family Handyman on any streaming platform.
Wonderful. Alex, thank you so much.
Thanks for
Greatly
having me.
appreciate it. My goodness.